What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Detroit Red Wings. Almost said Ottawa. Picking up where we left off here, 16-7-1. A crazy turnaround here. Everything's starting to fall into place. And very excited about that. Now, I got a good comment about what I should try for that power play line. I think I'm going to give it a shot because it makes a lot of sense. And I also made a couple other changes, which I'll explain. So, Zadina, Larkin, Mantha. Hughes on the point. He takes a lot of shots and could give these guys chances at rebounds, but I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Brodin, and then Svechnikov, Johansson, Nyquist, Rasmussen, Spurgeon. So, the reason being I have Mantha over here on this side is he takes a lot more shots than Zadina does, so want him on the one time. Zadina kind of seems like a bit more of a passer. He doesn't take a whole hell of a lot of shots. He can score, but he doesn't seem to take a lot of shots. And of course, Hughes on the point because he does shoot a lot, and he could quarterback pretty well from back there with that high awareness and stuff. So over here, same kind of thing. Svechnikov not on the one time, Nyquist on the one time, because he does take more shots, 51 and 24 as compared to only 37. Could be an ice time thing, but I don't think so. I think this will work. So we're going to try this out for our power play. Now, Johansson isn't the greatest at the face-offs, but second unit, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe they don't take as many face-offs as second unit. Who knows? At least how it is in real life, but it's a sim engine we're talking about here. So that's what we're gonna try out here to get that power play up there, because that's really only our weak link right now. Our penalty kill's good, 5-on-5 scoring is good, scoring in general is really up there. Goaltending's actually doing pretty decently. Subban not so much, but he should be. I don't know, should be able to turn around. Asterisk. Who knows? But yeah, when it comes to this though, I am super torn still on these guys either coming up or not. But with the team playing as well as they are in the NHL, I don't think I have to. And again, it doesn't seem like it makes a huge difference. I mean, we just saw Svechnikov grow from like an 80 to an 84, and he played a full season AHL. And I've had plenty of times in the past where I've had like guys who were like 83, 84 in the AHL, and then they jump up to like 87 the next year. So giving them sometimes top line time in that AHL and stuff like that, and making them have good years seems to help with their growth oftentimes. Even more so than like having him on the NHL and maybe a lesser role. So we're going to give that a shot and keep him there. All right. So I think we're ready to get Sim in here again. Month by month, keep an eye on the stats. Close eye on that power play. We want that to get better. And hopefully we don't falter too much. Now, weirdly, Grand Rapids as a team isn't having a great year, which is weird because, well, you look at their roster, they're insane. But, you know, you never know. Okay, that's not a good start here. An 8-2 loss. And then a 4-2 loss. Uh-oh. Okay, this isn't starting off good. Let's not start sucking here. Alright, anything else getting that draft class? Nope. Alright, keep it going. Come on now, Detroit. Get some dubs here. Let's take... Dude, we lost again. Oh my god. So that was a bunch of losses in a row there. We're starting to falter. Come on, guys. Get back on the right side of things here. Don't lose too many in a row. There we go. Okay. I'm actually hoping to make the playoffs now. You know, we had such a great start. We don't want to squander that now. There we go. Okay. Starting to erase that losing streak. That's good. And then a shutout. There we go. Okay. 20-10-1. Almost a 2-to-1 win-loss ratio if you count in the overtime losses. But if you just go in regulation, yeah, we have a 2-to-1 win-loss ratio. Boom, there we go. All right, erased the losing streak. And okay, so we lost there. But one loss, we got to come back with a win. If we lose once, come back with a win immediately. That's what we got to do here. Toronto, pretty decent team, very similar records. We beat them, though. All right, looking good. Looking good again. Come back with 2 wins. This team is, they're the real deal right now. But we have to keep trying to make them better, obviously. You can't just say, oh, we're going to make the playoffs. Work here is done. No, we still got plenty of guys coming in. We can still optimize things a bit better. We could also just be getting like insane production that might not be there next year. So you'll always have, there we go. Look at Grand Rapids, how they turned that around. That's what I'm talking about. They were 11-11-1, and now they're 22-13-1. Great stretch for our AHL affiliate. And that's exactly what we needed. But a great month for us overall. I mean, yeah, we lost 3 in the beginning. Then we won 5, lost 1, and then we won 4 more. So still kind of, we go through those periods, those kind of inconsistencies. Now Larkin's leading in points, and we still have a lead in the division, though Buffalo has a game in hand, so we're still right there. But we're in good position, essentially, really good position. Yeah, the goals against though keeps going up. Our goals for is good. Actually dropped a bit. That power play went down, like it got worse. So, obviously, those lines aren't good because that went down a whole hell of a lot. We only have 13 power play goals this entire season. Not good. No, we gotta do something about that. We need to score on this power play. It's not good enough. I'm gonna say that, not good enough. All right, what the hell can we do here? I don't know. I think I might try out what I was thinking of. I liked Svechnikov. He was a bit better there. I'm going to try this out. Zadina's not doing amazing. He didn't do amazing on the power play last year either. Nyquist is doing pretty good on the power play. So let's do a little something like this. Spreading out some of the power play love. Try to get 2 different lines clicking. Now Mantha, how's he done on the power play so far? Yeah, you know what? I kind of like this idea here. Still feel like we need more shooters. Because we really don't have that. Yeah, we really don't have many shooters on this team. Now we still have Zhikov. Zhikov will be coming, and I'm pretty sure he's a... Yeah, he shoots. So that's good. Zhikov coming up as a shooter is going to be really good for us. But we're still going to need more than that. At that point, really, we only have like 2.5. Because Mantha takes a decent chunk of shots, but I wouldn't consider him like a big shooter. I mean, he's up there, but he's more of a hybrid production guy, for sure. All right, well, let's switch up that power play a bit. We didn't check out the personal stats in depth, so let's do that and check some growth, see if we got anything more to look at, and then keep going. All right, so here we are. Larkin, 37 points. Mantha with 36. Hughes with 32. 22 goals, though. Nyquist is 31, Zadina with 30, Johansson 28, Rasmussen 22, Svechnikov 22. I like the production. It's good. You have a lot of guys who are pretty much on pace for 50 points. You got 8 guys right now in your forward end alone on pace for 50 points, which is really good. None of the defensemen are going to hit 50 points. Maybe a 40-point score, maybe another 30, 35, but that's about it. So we're not leaning on our defensive core to score. Dubnyk, Subban got a bit better. Dubnyk falling a bit in those stats. Yeah, it's going to be hard to maintain what we had, but at least our penalty kill's good. But if we can get that power play up there, we can outscore our mistakes right now. That's what kind of team we're going to have to be right now. We don't have many shutdown or much shutdown capability. We got to try to outscore our mistakes. That's the team we are. So that's not going to get you very far in the postseason, but if we can make the postseason, I'd still like that. I don't think we're going to see much of or at all any natural growth besides Hughes. Good. His face-off's getting better. That's really good. Endurance doesn't matter, but at least his face-off's getting better. How about still not a whole lot? We're still lacking. Yeah, it's still making me think about calling guys up. But again, they will get off-season boosts. Like, that's not the end of the world if they're not growing during the year, but the off-season boosts will come for sure. All right, let's continue. I like the locker room chemistry, though. 74%. Like, everything's really good. All right, let's get this month sort of done. Skip 31st, because OCD says it needs to be not a game where I end. Don't know why. Don't ask me why. It's just my mind. Won't let me. Come on now. There we go. Continuing on. The streak continues. All right. Finally broken up right there. 3-2 loss to Vegas. LA's a good team. We're able to get a win against them 4-1. Really good shape right now. All right. We can get a loss right there to Dallas. Not the end of the world. De La Rose is a minor injury there in the AHL. But yeah, you can see our defense is definitely it's our inexperienced defense is starting to catch up with us. We're starting to allow more goals, so which I said we really need to outscore those mistakes. We need to get that power play going. Like, yeah, we're going to still have those good, like, one goal against games, but for the most part, it definitely feels like Dubnyk and the defensive core is starting to come back down to earth. That's a tough injury. Larkin out till the 23rd. That's not a huge amount of time. However, our only scratch is Helm, who can take face-offs. So I'm going to shift everyone up and throw him in there. Again, the special teams, I know I'm trying to improve that power play. But this guy, honestly, in the second unit, and he could take face-offs well enough to win, at least give them a chance on that second power play unit. Not the end of the world, especially for how brief this... it's only going to be 3 games he'll miss, because the Colorado game is the game he gets injured in. We lost that one 2-1. Then we come back with a win. Merrill. No, I need both of those guys. What is this? I mean, I technically could call guys up. So, I mean, that's a guy who I'd consider dealing. Like, I was honestly considering dealing so many of these guys at the deadline, but with the way we're going as a playoff team, now it's like maybe you don't want to. Christopher Ian is injured. Okay. We can shove someone in here. Or we can move out Turgeon and then shove someone in. Yeah, Holmstrom. There we go. Zikov's up to an 80. So that might be some natural. Might be morale, but hopefully it's some natural growth for him. Ooh, shutout 6-0. But there we are in regulation. Still a 2-1 win-loss ratio. This is above and beyond what anyone thought, including myself, this team was capable of this year. Scouts, what the hell are you doing? You need to hurry up here. I'm getting a little nervous with the lack of... Okay, this guy definitely... Oh, maybe not so much. Thanks, man. Come on. Low elites yet? There we go. Okay, we got something going for us. Good. Right-handed. Right-handed. Good, 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 good. We definitely need more of those guys. A couple of these dudes being scouted. Maybe I should... It looks like we might have to bank on a lot of these low elites here, so let me get a bunch of these dudes to be put in the queues to be scouted. Even if they're defensemen and stuff, it's always good to have excess, especially of low elites, man. So many of them just don't pan out, but they're always great to have because when they do pan out, I mean they don't, like, some of them, it's very rare that they don't make the NHL. It can happen, but even if you don't, like, they're almost guaranteed to become, you know, some form of NHLer, even if it's just like third or fourth line or a top 6. And sometimes they're built really, really well. So I'll just do that for a little bit. There we go. Nice turnaround win. Chalosky, I guess it's pronounced. Someone corrected me. Chalosky, fully healed. I don't believe he was out, but you never know with how many injuries we've been facing recently. Come on. Yeah, no, he wasn't. Yeah, him and Chalosky and Hronek are just doing really, I mean, not really, really well, but they're pluses in the top 6, which is good. I can't hate it. You can't hate what this team's doing. But we really need Larkin back. So he'll be healed now. There we go. So we'll do this. Just do that. Switch everything back. You know, how'd Helm do? No points. He was a +1, though. He's actually not got bad off. Oh, never mind. I was looking at his passing. I'm like, his offense awareness should be around. Never mind. Larkin is back. But yeah, part of the reason I did that is because for the penalty kill, Helm would be right there, which is obviously where you want him. Power play. Yeah, I know. I was trying to get it better. But we'll just have to deal with that. Can't be like re-optimizing everything for injuries. And besides, it doesn't... Not going to affect it too much when it's just that brief. So I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't have like a huge amount of like potential. So that's the reason I'm not like keeping him in the top 6. I want Veleno there for obvious reasons. But however, is Ian, I'm pretty sure Ian, maybe he's not better offensively. The awareness is so close, that passing is so much higher that I think I'm making the right call. Veleno, oof. Could I be giving you, you know what? Let's try, oh my goodness. Oh Jesus, what am I doing? Ah! There we go. Let's try Veleno on that top line. He still listed as an other forward, but if you get him with Zikov there. Let's give him some time. Yeah. Let's try him out. Yeah, Ian wasn't getting a whole hell of a lot done. So if we try... I know Veleno's not either, but he's on a lesser line. So if we tried him on that top line, maybe Zikov and Hirosh help him. Help boost him up. Let's see. All right. Yeah, let's just finish this month off here. Give me a couple wins right here. Come on. Let's do it. Grand Rapids still doing good. They won another 2 games, man. They really turned it around. So there we go. We lost in a shootout, but we answer right back with a win. 32-15-2. Solid record. Ridiculously solid record. Let's see if that power play went up. I know we faced that injury. Anthony Mantha now in the lead with points. Partially because of that Larkin injury. Let's see their power play get better. Goals for looks like it went down. Goals against went down slightly. Power play did get slightly better. Won by 1.5%. So we'll keep them how they are now. Penalty kill is doing fantastic. I love that penalty kill. Just absolutely great. Only 2 shorties for it. I don't really care. You're killing the penalties. You don't need to score. And, well, we're only 1 point ahead of the Sabres, and they have a game in hand still. But we've put some distance between ourselves and the third-place team. So, you know, it's too soon to be making guarantees. But if we just keep up this sort of play, we should at least be able to grab the 3rd slot in this division. No question. So we put ourselves in a great position for this season. And again, surprising, but, you know, we'll take it. Mantha, 47 points, 22 goals. Looking good. Larkin with 44 points. Hughes with 43, 28 goals. He's at least going to be a 30. I mean, he might hit 40 goals. Jack Hughes might be a 40-goal scorer right here. Larkin actually takes a lot of shots. I like that. It's pretty good. So, you know what? Yeah, another decent shot taker. Johansson with 41 points, not bad. Sedina with 37. Really hope this guy continues to grow with that, you know, with the contract we have him on. I mean, if he doesn't, I think he's still capable of being like pretty good. I mean, he's easily on pace for 50 points, like no question. Nyquist, same thing. Rasmussen's, Svechnikov has dropped way down there. So 3rd line is either not doing too good or he's doing decent on the power play. You can't take that away from him. Him and Rasmussen, same amount of points from the point. Although Rasmussen is in the 2nd pairing, I still like it. Still like it. Everyone's a plus in my defensive core. Very around the same. I mean, pretty much all of them around the same plus minus. So, nothing else really to look at there. Dubnyk, you know what? Like I said, these are the kind of stats I expected out of him and wanted from him. So he's doing good. If Subban was just being in a little bit of a better backup, we'd have a few more points. But, I mean, his record's good. It's just the personal stats not so much. So you can't really hate it. He's gotten me 19 points in 14 games played. You know, if a backup gets me a point per game played, then, you know, that's kind of that's the bottom line I look for from a backup. So he's getting it. His personal stats aren't great, though. But, again, neither of us are defensive core. So how much can you put on the goaltenders, really, when our defensive core looks the way it does? Our top two guys are 84s. Our top 4 is like an 82 and an 81. There's a lot to be desired. Speaking of which, any more growth here? More from Hughes? Okay, now it's disappeared. That happens. I know his face-offs have gone up, but now it's not showing it. Wait a sec. Is it down to... No, yeah. I hate that. Friggin' glitch. Please be growth. Oh, hell yeah, it is. Oh, it was discipline. Whatever. At least he's growing, I guess. Wish it was to, like, other areas, but hey. Come on, come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There you are. All right, let's just check it from here. A little bit from him. Komisarek is growing. Zikov Valadi. Now, he's up at 80. Yeah, it does look like it's going to be from morale. Again, I still think he'll grow. And I don't want to play him on the friggin' fourth line. Vahalati it's a lot easier to keep him here. I think he should still get a boost, but he's so high overall at a young age that he might not have even grown this year, even if he was in the NHL. So rather him have a really, really good season. Earl, that's a whole ton of growth. Oh my god. Yeah, I think this guy was one of those guys who was behind schedule, and now he's just put himself directly back on schedule. Passing up at 87 by the looks of it. Ooh, that awareness. Yikes. Damn. Why couldn't you get like 12 to that and 6 to the other? Oh well. Why is some of the stuff shown as gray? Who knows? He's a little... I wish, again, need more to that awareness. I mean, he's not built terribly, but he needs to get a bit more in some other places. McBride. This guy started really low overall. Wish he got more growth, but he's on a decent pace. Still a lot of the elites not growing, though. When you look at where most of the growth is coming from. Yeah, not from the greatest of places. So we still need more growth for sure. But again, we have so many prospects. Novotny, though, he's looking really good. 77 and 19. How you built? Hard to say. Which is interesting. Now, I don't understand why if you look to the right, the dark gray numbers, some of them are in the white, but they say fully scouted. But then those have the same amount of ticks, but it doesn't say fully, it's not filled in like it's fully scouted. Oh my god, look at his defensive awareness. Really good. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that means, but whatever. Anyway, it's still a good amount of growth. We're still getting good growth. But we'll see at the deadline if we see those big boosts. I hope we do. That's when they usually will happen. Let's continue here. I really hope our power play improves more over the course of this next month here up until the trade deadline. So we'll go right one day before. There we go. Come on now, Detroit. Keep it up. We got a back-to-back here. Subban will get a game in there. Help him out, defense. Tough loss, and 2 tough losses. 2 regulation losses where we allowed 4 goals in each game. Those are tough to swallow, but we got to answer back here with a dub. There you go. Tough, hard-fought victory. Not scoring a huge amount in the last few games, but we'll open up the floodgates right here against Minnesota, who are not a good team. 5-4. Well, we open up the floodgates, and as a result, our dam also burst. But we got the W. The Snecks, we beat them, hurting their playoff chances. Everyone really wants Merrill. They want Helm, too. I like them both. And with us likely being a playoff team, we're probably going to need them. Let's go. Vancouver, not a good team. Take the easy points. Oh, my goodness. You can't do that. You got to take those easy points. They're tanking. Jim Benning wants really good picks so we could trade him. All right, come on now. Man, everyone wants Merrill. Again, if we were a bad team... I'd be trading most of those guys. I could still do that. Like, that's still an option. We should still make the playoffs. We're probably not going to go that far. So what if but it doesn't make sense to be sellers when you're having this good of a season. Like, I don't know. It's a tough call. Like, you sell guys and then call guys up. Like, you're cutting it close. Like, but there are guys who I could say, like, yeah, we could trade. Oof. Bunch of losses here in this month. Bunch of losses here. There we go. Not Jesus, man. I should just edit the block, but we're so close to the deadline that my stubbornness is kicking in and telling me no. Yeah, we were way, way below that 2-1 win-loss. Oh, my. All right, I'm just going to do it. At least remove these. No, just do the whole thing if I'm going to go here. Goodness gracious, that was more than usual. Usually, they come every, week or so, and you can just X out of that, but that was coming like every day. There's a fine line between where my stubbornness will persevere and where I will just let my common sense take over. And that was one of those cases. 3 more games before the tough loss again. Come on, guys. 2 more wins right here. 2 more wins. You lose these 2 games, I'm selling. Oh my God. Dude, yeah, this is not a good month for us. Not a good month whatsoever. Scoring dropped hugely. By a huge amount. Now, Hronik's injured. Mild concussion, but injured nonetheless. So, what's his name? We'll get some ice time. I think he's a righty as well, Hickett's. Pretty sure he is. No, he's a lefty. Okay, whatever. Get him in there. Tough L, man. Yeah, I know about the deadline. Okay, we at least got a win right there. 4 goals for. But, yeah, overall, not a good month. Lost that game. 1-1. Lost. 1. Lost. Win. You know, it wasn't as bad as... It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was more of a 500 month. So, in total, 3-2... 4-4, 6-6. It was 7-6. So that's still a plus month, but yeah, not as good, man. Yeah, but oh, look at Buffalo. But look, as I said, we put good distance. We pretty much have second secured. We're 7 points ahead of Boston, 5 points behind Buffalo. So we're gonna make the playoffs. It won't be top seed or anything, but we're making those playoffs. All right. Let's see. Chemistry's down a bit, but it's still above 70, which is pretty damn good. I think our goals for definitely dropped more. Yeah, it's starting to go back closer. Like the goals against is going up, the goals for is going down. Power play went up though, 15.5%. Penalty kill still up there. Like I like the way our special team power play. It's trending upwards, but I love the way our penalty kill is doing. Wow, we're actually faltering on home ice, but on the road Warriors killing it. Yeah, I'm not happy about my goals against raising that much, but it was kind of a given. Honestly, it was kind of a given. Goals for dropping continually is not great. But, you know, what can you do, I guess? Mantha, 62 points. Larkin, 59. Hughes with 54. 6 more goals in 19 games. I think that's more than possible to get 40-goal season. Johansson had 50 points. Zadina, 45. Nyquist, 43. Rasmussen, Svechnikov. Yikes, you have not gotten a point since I last checked on the power play. That's a grudging. How have you not gotten a point on the power play unit, man? Like, come on. Come on, Svech. I should try Rasmussen on that top unit. Put Svechnikov on the second. Because Rasmussen's earned it, man. He might even have a 20-goal year. Rasmussen might get himself a 20-goal year. 20-goal, 40 points. Like, that would be awesome. This is a fourth liner, mind you. Playing power play time, yes, but he's got 30 points, 5-on-5. What? I know he did play third line for a bit, but it wasn't for that long. Good for you, Rasmussen. I'm really liking how he's turning out. Jared Spurgeon plays baseball. He got 17 points. Ooh, him and Brodin, the pluses have fallen. Cholowski and Hronik, though, doing good. DeKaiser Merrill, I'm not happy about my top 2 faltering like that, but the ice time's catching up. Dubnik, he's getting worse and worse. That's not good, man. You need to sustain. Need you more. Did you drop? Yeah, he dropped a bit. But he should lose. I don't know if he'll lose statistical minuses. It's more of an average year. Damn. And Svech is probably going to be nowhere near the Calder conversation with the year he's having. Needed more out of that third. I mean, you'd think our third line could maybe score a bit more. I think it's built pretty decently. Let me take a look at it. Yeah, Bertuzzi. But Bertuzzi has had good years for scoring, just not this year. Only 21 points. Anthony just seems like he should. Although, yeah, he's not built. Yeah, his offense isn't that good. So, yeah, it makes sense why Svech isn't excelling there. Johansson, I can't really take him off. He's having 50 points right now. I mean, he's on pace for about 60. Well, yeah, it's close. He might get 60. He might not. And the fourth line are all pluses, so it's hard to break that up, obviously. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the greatest stuff to succeed there. But I'm going to make that switch because Rasmussen's doing a lot better than Svechnikov is. 86 and 87 as compared to 86 and 84. Nah, it's hard to call. You know, we were trending upwards. I should probably just leave it how it is, despite Yevgeny not getting a point in that stretch. Yeah, all right. We'll leave it. So now we have the decision. Do we go for a rental? Or do we sell? I was thinking we were gonna sell this year, like Nyquist, Johansson, guys like that, like sell for a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There's some natural decline from Dube. So this is kind. I mean, we're probably gonna miss the playoffs next year. Dubnyk can get worse. Some guys might not come back. Hughes has got some more growth, at least by the looks of it. More to his face-off's good. Well, one of them just came back, actually, because he's at 81 instead of 82, and he had 80 before. Stupid. Still only to his discipline. All right, come on. Big jumps here, deadline. I don't think so. No, not a huge amount. Or any at all. Byfield's grown a bit. Zikov, Valhadi, no. Earl, though. Of course, his fucking awareness hasn't gone up, but Jesus Christ. Insane to think I was like getting close to trading that guy because he was so behind schedule, but look at that. Never trade him till they're past 20. My gosh. Okay, we got a lot more growth from the elites. Still missing some in certain areas, of course. Kovac's not growing is kind of a disappointment, but he's really high overall. So he's got room. Other than that, though, I mean, it's pretty solid growth, and they're still not done. You still got all the way to the end of the year. But yeah, it's better, but you still want more, for sure. I think we still want more. So we hope we will get that. There we go. English words are hard. All right, so deadline. We're in second division. We're going to be a playoff team. Do we try to improve our lines? Do we try to improve, or do we kind of like we have multiple options? Brodin, obviously, and Spurgeon. These guys we're going to hold on to, at least for a bit. Yeah, let me just look at contracts actually, because that will sort of affect some of my reasoning here. Does Spurgeon want to come back? Big if. Nyquist does. Spurgeon does not. I would love him to come back, though. Damn. Svech obviously does. Nyquist does. We can get save money on Nyquist. Svech, he'll want a bit more. Johansson, we can save money on if we want him back. Anthony De Kaiser doesn't even want to come back. But yeah, our defensive core might get substantially weaker. Well, this does kind of put a damper on things. I really wish Spurgeon wanted to come back. So we're not going to go all in, but this is probably going to be a year we make the playoffs, and next year we won't. That's kind of what it's kind of looking like that. You know what I mean? I think we can hold on to Nyquist. He wants to come back. Obviously, he signs Svechnikov. Johansson, we could bring back, like, play him on a lesser line, though. Try to get Svechnikov a bit better. I don't know how much better he's going to get, though. We could try him on second line or something next year, or even first. But our defensive core is going to take a hit. Which honestly isn't the end of the world. Funk, Vahalati, Novotny, maybe even Earl. Guaranteed 3, maybe 4 guys coming into the NHL next year. And I think I should play most of them, or all of them, for sure. 1 year in the minors. I think we play him next year no matter what. I don't want to let Spurgeon go if I can help it. I can live with De Kaiser going. If I can hold on to Brodin and Spurgeon, we could have 3 other guys coming in, still hold on to Cholowski, and Hronik might be the guy to be depth. Merrill can go. I mean, no one's going to take that contract, so we can't really trade him. Hickett's, we could just release or play him in the AHL. That's kind of what it's looking like. Yeah, if I can hold on to Brody and Spurgeon, I'd be a happy man. 4 years is too much. I'd give you a 2-year extent. I could offer him like another $6 million deal, and he might take it for 2 years. 2 years would be all I'd do. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I forgot I signed Brody in a bit longer term. But that's all right, because he's solid-ish. And we could afford it for now. DeKaiser leaving will be a nice weight off our chest, too. I won't be too upset at DeKaiser bouncing, but I think I want to try to keep Spurgeon if I can. I'll do 2 years at $6 million. It might be not high enough for him, especially with the year change, but I'll try that. We'll see what he says in the next video. I'll hold those 2 guys we don't need to make a decision on. Nyquist, Svechnikov, definitely I'll get back. Just a shorter... That's a bit much. But, I mean, it'll be sort of worth it. Damn it, I don't have my phone. Give me 1 sec. All right, time to do some maths here. We can get him for 4.7 for 2 years. Not the worst deal. And I think it's worth it. Take him up till he's 26. Yeah. I do think I really want Goose back. I think he's really, really solid. Not for that long. Sorry, bud. I could probably do 3, though. Let's see. Who would that line him up with? Anyone? Oh, we got a lot of guys coming to 1 year. 3 or 4 him. Wouldn't line him up with too many guys. Maybe just 2 years then. I don't want to like, yeah, I can maybe line, yeah, let's do 2 years to be safer. 33. We'll have to pay him maybe a bit more, but 4.175 essentially. Oh, what am I going backwards? Herp and derp. There we are. We can get him for that for 2 years, most likely. That's a pretty solid deal. Johansson, I'll probably get back. We can get him for a bargain, and I can play him 3rd line again. Ooh, he goes way up if I try to do 2 years, but if I'm going to probably just line most of these guys up, especially if a bad year next year. Depending on the rookies coming in the year after, maybe some selling. That's something I should consider more for those 2 guys, but I already offered Nyquist that, so let's line them up. 4.275. Let's do that. Anthony, I think I'll definitely want him back. Just if anything for that PK. I could do longer for him for sure. 3 years that's good. He's young enough. 3.7 essentially. Or goddamn, why do I keep going backwards here? Wait, no, it is 2.7. Why'd I say 3? I psyched myself out. There we go. That's a solid contract for him. DeKaiser, no. I don't have to offer Bertuzzi a contract right now. I can wait on that. Anyone else that I for sure... Yes, Rasmussen is a for sure thing. Ugh, he only wants a bridge. Ooh, it didn't go up much. Let's do 3 years, because I plan on using this guy for a while, I think, on the 4th line. With his power play production, this is insane. Yes, we might have better guys coming in to play the power play point, so I'm sticking to 3 years, but still, this is a bargain deal. Right there. All right. And that is pretty much it. Now, when it comes to the possible trades, I don't know. What do we do, guys? Like, do we go for a rental? It'll cost some stuff, clearly. For picks, we could still gain some picks, I think. I think we could have 12. We have 9 right now. I'm pretty sure this is the last year we could have 12 because we weren't counting the entry draft after the expansion draft because they weren't our picks, unless you guys want to count that. So chime in now. Should we move to the 9 picks? Since we are a playoff team, it's kind of like those 3 years are because, you know, you're a rebuilding team. Since we're a playoff team, should we now switch to only 9 picks? So definitely let me know about that, guys, because that'll be huge. That'll kind of really determine what we'll do here. in this draft. Since we are a playoff team, should we stick to only 9 picks? But yeah, on the forward end of guys coming up, Byfield will be up soon. Zikov will be up next year. Byfield might even be ready for... I mean, if he's ready for 4th line next year, I'll probably use him. Depends on his jump. But yeah, so forwards on their way up. Hirosh isn't it. Rita's already there. Zikov is really the only guarantee coming up. Byfield, Veleno, and Veleno, at least, if not next year, the year after, guaranteed. Bergeron, maybe even the same deal. So yeah, you know what? The 2-year deal on Nyquist and Johansson might work out. It would have been safer to go with 3, but 2 years is pretty good. And by safer, I mean like more leeway for my prospects to start entering. Kovacs, you never know if he has a huge growth year. He might be on the way up. Yeah, you know, it's still decent. Even if we can't flip them, like we got them for free in free agency. It's not the biggest of deals. All right, well, again, do we go for trades? Do we go for rentals? Are we allowed more picks? Or do we go with 9 now since we're sort of competitive this year? Again, I don't think we'll be competitive next year. So this is a bit of a weird year for us, bit of an anomaly. But still, do we take advantage of it, try to grab a rental? Maybe. Maybe that's what we want to do. Is there any good ones available? Big question right there. Forward. Actually, let's stick with all skaters because, yeah, we might want a rental defenseman. I'm just going to scroll through quick here just to see guys on the block. That's all I'm looking for. Guys who are going to be obtainable on the block, which right now doesn't look like a whole lot. But that's who we have to go for. They're pretty much guys on the block. We don't have a huge amount of excess value. Most of our value is tied up in guys who we think we're going to use. There's a couple, but oh, there's one. Trocheck. Maybe. Nothing. Suitor, but no. Bouwmeester, not really, not that great, but it's, I mean, could kind of bolster our defensive core. Girardi, not really. Letty, that's decent, a bit better, but not amazing. Tierney, but where does that improve? 3rd line, put him on the wing. Schultz, no. None of that. Nothing. Nope. Not with the contracts. Not really. Yeah, so there's not a huge amount available. And again, we kind of have to play with the blocks here. I'm not really seeing much. Last but not least, Winnipeg. Not a whole lot. So, there's not a whole lot available on blocks. There's a couple, you know, kind of... Oh, my controller died. Thank God. I thought I froze. All right. Need to replace my batteries, apparently. And yeah, they're just out, so... All right. But yeah, as I was saying... More kind of fringe guys available. Now, the Trocheck one was interesting. So we got to think, if we did get Trocheck, what's the option here? What do we do? Bertuzzi to 4th line, Abdelkader scratched. It's tough to say because the 4th line's doing good with him in there. Bertuzzi taking even more penalties, so maybe even scratch Bertuzzi. Keep the 4th line as it is. And like put Trocheck's, like maybe even Trocheck on the top line, move Johansson back. Doesn't give us a really kind of goal score. Well, I mean, Svetch has taken a decent amount of shots. Trocheck, or how many shots does Johansson take? I don't think a whole lot. No. I mean, that's a possibility. The defense is where I'd most likely do it, but the really only ones there were 82. So what? You grab, you know, you replace Merrill. Move Merrill down in place of Hronik. Might work. But Hronik and... Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I don't know. Pretty tough call here. Pretty tough call. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about possible trades and the other things that I mentioned like that. Especially, please chime in on the draft pick thing. Should we switch it to 9 now, or should we still keep that at 12 for this last year? All right, guys, let me know what you think about that. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.